One of the most interesting results in my research has been the importance of human capital for innovation. The previous literature has focused on studying firms and trying to understand the incentives of firms to invest in R&D and innovation. But in my research, what we try to uncover has been to understand the individuals behind those ideas. So therefore, for instance, in one of the research projects with my colleagues, we digitized millions of patent records to understand the historical roots of innovations. So starting from 1836, for instance, we investigated the inventors in the US economy, trying to understand who they are, what kind of parents that they were born into, what kind of families, what kind of neighborhoods that they were born into, so that we can understand the roots of these inventors, the social backgrounds or socioeconomic backgrounds of these inventors. And therefore, one interesting result that we uncovered was the very strong relationship between parental income and child's likelihood of becoming an inventor. So if a kid is born to a rich family, that kid is much more likely to become an inventor. But if we dig deeper, we also realize that indeed human capital plays a very important role. So an inventor has to be educated first in order to express its creativity and to come up with next big technologies. So therefore, we could, in our research, we found that indeed parental income has an impact on what kind of education the kid is going to receive, which itself is going to also impact the child's creativity and what that child is going to do in terms of innovation in the long run. So therefore, an important finding or important implication of this is that even if you spend a lot of money to subsidize firms to invest in R&D, if you don't have the right human capital, if you don't have the right talents educated in an economy or in a country, that economy cannot foster its innovativeness or cannot live up to its full capacity in terms of innovation. Therefore, an important implication is that when we think about innovation policy, we have to also think about education policy as well as also immigration policy, because sometimes it's also good to rely on international talents and potentially create some synergies between international talents and the local talents to bolster innovation in a country.